Hey guys, welcome back. Today we're going to have a look at the Magic 6 settings for Fender amps in the AX8, specifically for the double verb model, which is modeling a Fender Twin. So if you're not aware of the Magic 6 settings, like I was not for a long time, and you're a guy who's never really got on well with Fender amps, these will change your life. I grew up playing Marshalls, and I'd always, assume that the tone circuit in all amps was the same, which is rather naive, but I'd really never got on with Fender amps and always found them too boomy or too bright. And these Magic 6 settings, which I dug up online, I believe singlecoil.com, there's a great article about it that you can check out. And yeah, the article kind of deals with, having to deal with backline amps back in the 70s, which were often Fenders, and trying to set them up for a good tone. And if you knew these tricks, apparently it was a great way to get tone. So we're going to have a look at them today in the AX8. As you can see, I've already set up a chain with a cab. I've got it running in stereo with just the stock Factory 91 2x12 double verb mix. I've got a spring reverb on, which I haven't touched yet, and I've got the double verb normal model, which I haven't touched yet. So what we'll do is we'll just hear this. I'm not going to muck around too much with the reverb. We'll get to that later. But let's just hear how the amp sounds at the moment. I'm playing a Strat. I'm on the neck pickup. So not too bad at all, but as you can hear with some of the low notes, the stock settings are a little bit woofy sounding and not quite bright enough. It doesn't sound very Fendery to me. So let's dive into these Magic 6 settings and see how they sound. Basically, the idea is you can remember 666, the number of the beast, for this one, even though we're going to have to adjust 4 controls. So the input drive will set to 6. And here's the trick. We set the bass to 2. And we set the middle to 3, and we remember that 2 times 3 is 6. We're going to go over and we will set the treble to 6 as well. So we've got 6, 2 times 3, and 6. So they're the Magic 6 settings. We'll also turn the bright switch on, and without touching my guitar, or without touching the settings on my guitar, I'm always going to have to touch my guitar to play it. We're going to have a listen to the sound now with everything else set stock. Here's the Magic 6 settings for the double verb model. There we go. That to me is the archetypal Fender tone, a little bit of reverb. We can go and tweak that reverb actually, and I find the trick is just setting up the medium spring. I like to bring the level down a little bit to about 10%, and then we change the number of springs to 2 to mimic the real thing, and we'll have a quick listen to that. We can also tweak the cab block a little bit to taste. I normally like to cut just a little bit of low end. With these Fender models, not quite as extreme. I might just cut it at about 60 hertz. And bring the high cut down to maybe 12K. And there we go. Let's have a listen to that. Here's the bridge pickup, by the way, which is super bright, as you would expect if you plugged a Strat into a Twin. What we can do, if we wanted to do some soloing, of course, is kick on a T808 overdrive, a tube screamer, which I've got set up with the drive on 4 and the tone on 4 and the level up to 6. So let's have a listen to that. I think that sounds pretty good. And there we go. That's our quick wrap up of the Magic 6 settings. If you want to get this preset, it will be up on AX8, and I'll post a link to it. And you can play around with a couple of other amps with this one. If you like, you can try some of the other double verb models. So I really like the double verb vibrato model as well with these settings. That one sounds like this with everything set the same. Or, you can do the Stevie Ray Vaughan kind of thing and get the model of the super reverb, which should be somewhere back here when I can find it. Here we go. Oh, actually, another really good one is a Tremolux. This one sounds really cool. And of course, if I turn the tube screamer off with this one, and I'll go to the neck and middle position, this is gorgeous. What would be really cool would be to throw a pedal comp on with this model as well. Again, all the amp settings have stayed the same. Magic 6. Alright, I could go on for days with this one, but I think we'll cut it off there. Please subscribe to my channel and check out my other videos, and I'll put up some more stuff with the AX8. Some handy hints and tips that I've picked up and, continue to pick up as I play with this thing more. It's a really, really inspiring tool. Thank you.